Well, we're kicking off a new month, and so for the first day of February, we definitely had the cloudy skies, also some cool temperatures. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis, but let's go ahead and take a look at how we shaped up for January. So our overnight lows were actually below seasonal. We were cooler than usual, as well as dry conditions, and we also had that. So what we actually saw was a little bit more than 1/10 of an inch when it came to our rainfall, and that hit quite a deficit because we typically get a little bit more closer towards 2 inches of rainfall. So that's more reflective of having the consistent Santa Ana wind pattern, having that ridge of high pressure building in the upper levels as well. And so that's what we saw for January, and that's actually going to return as we go into our forecast for this week. Once again, we're dealing with a couple rounds of Santa Ana winds all the way into next week. For today, because we had the cloud cover, cool temperatures were around as well. We had a lot of 60s, low 60s right along the coast. We also had 59 degrees as a high today for Ramona, 57 for Valley Center. You had 63 for Escondido, and 40s and 50s across the mountains. Current temperature downtown is 58 degrees. We also have some light wind speeds out of the south, 5 miles per hour. Wow. That is what's going on across the nation. Much of the nation is dealing with some sort of weather alert related to winter. We are talking about a whole lot of that stretching all the way from New Mexico towards the northeast. So a swath of moisture and some freezing temperatures are going to create about 10 inches of snow across the Midwest. Also looking at wind chill, it's going to be in single digits and talking about 30 below zero across the northern plains. We're dealing with some wind speeds picking up right behind our recent cold front that moved through. And then high pressure is going to build in right behind that. Your surf forecast for tomorrow, we're going to have the surf up to about 5 feet and also a high risk of rip currents at our local beaches. Your 8-day microclimate forecast has the rounds of Santa Ana winds. We're looking at clear skies, warmer temperatures all the way into next week, even into the upper 70s by next week for the inland valleys.